Keeping venomous reptiles is an unforgiving hobby, requiring proper training and lots of experience. One simple mistake can be the difference between life and death. Remember, the most venomous snake in the world is the one that just bit you. There are no venomous snakes with training wheels. Just because you see Viperkeeper handle snakes a certain way does not mean you should try it too.
It's time to feed this rhino viper if she's interested. Indeed.
You'll note that eye is firmly fixed on me.
Not all the grabbers are really meant to hold water dishes.
Yeah, that one across the way with the rubber tipped end is much better.
Yeah. Well, this is a flat bottom dish. And it's broad, so it's relatively easy to get a dish in, at least in.
Yeah, she didn't appreciate getting her butt wet.
I never do.
Some nice shots of those beautiful fangs that you would not want in your flesh. But VK would say nice big meat hooks.
Rhino vipers are also known as river jacks because they're found around streams and rivers in equatorial Africa where they're found. They stretch from the east side of Africa all the way to the west side, and there's a number of color variations depending on their habitat. Venom composition varies a little. However, they mostly dine on birds, mammals, and fish and frogs, probably. Mr. T has his mouth occupied. Mr. T is fed and watered. There's been a few bites in the United States by rhino vipers. I knew one person that was bitten And even though he had received anti-venom and treated and recovered, he had a lifetime of pain, nerve pain in the limb that was bitten that just wouldn't go away. And these are little studied sequelae to various bites and cocktails of venom that are delivered. Another bite was actually fatal. Didn't receive anti-venom in time. He was actually a firefighter, I think, in the state of Wisconsin. This shows you the importance of having your own supply of anti-venom. This way, if you're bitten, you can show up at the ER with the treatment in hand. You don't have to wait for it to be flown in from either a zoo in your state or some other central anti-venom supply for exotics, because none of your local hospitals stock this. Well, it looks like she's got it pretty well licked, so we'll end the video here. Just knowing her and the snootiness of the snakes is, if she's going to reset her fangs and extend them fully, she'll turn away from the camera and prevent us from seeing it anyway. So
Of course.
we're just not going to give her the pleasure of thwarting us. We'll be very interested in feeding today. She hasn't been fed in a while. Oof. It is quite the impact. And grab her water dish.
Once again, you can see how her venom has caused previously coagulated blood to start leaking. That's how powerful it is.
See if I can get this in place without agitating her. I doubt very much she's going to give up the rat. Here's a pink eye view of Pink. Camera's resting on the edge of the cage, therefore it's a nice steady platform, and nobody is in jeopardy other than the camera, but I think her mouth is well occupied with that rat, and she's not likely to give it up without a fight, and it's one fight that I'm not even thinking, wouldn't cross my mind to try to take the rat from her. So we'll let her do that. Lori will watch her. Just stay clear of the cage, of course. I'm going to feed the Arutu, and you can't video that because the Arutu's light's off, so I'm getting something in her gullet right now. And a little later today, I'll fix her light. Fortunately, Miss Arutu is out in front. But Miss Arutu, being one of my animals that doesn't snake very well, I have to hold a rodent's tongue forward so she can get rodent breath. And therefore know which end to eat. Okay, yep, I see you. Calm down. Calm down. There you go.
She's getting a little bit out of frame.
Alright, so
Not too much though. I think it's okay.
yeah, we're not going to stay here. We've got other things to do, so I'm just going to stop her segment right here. Although watching her eat is very interesting, and but we've seen this before, and she's turning away anyway.
Of course.